You're listening to Civic Media. You can tune into any of our live shows on any radio station across the state with the Civic Media app. Find us in your phone's app store and listen anytime, anywhere. This is your WAUK Daily News Roundup for the Shaw, 101.1 FM and 540 AM in Waukesha.
For 540 WAUK News, I'm Stuart J. Waddles. More than 2 weeks after Milwaukee's flooding, 2 homeless men have been found dead and at least 2 others remain missing from the same riverside encampment. The Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel reports they were all at a camp on South Chase Avenue and South First Street on the banks of the Kinnickinnic. Outreach groups and family members say they're searching for 59-year-old Miguel Flores and another man only known as Pedro. 48-year-old Juan Carlos Campos and 72-year-old Isaias Cerna were found dead in the days after the flood. Their deaths haven't officially been tied to the flooding by police. She's claiming Milwaukee but has moved to Brown Deer. That's the allegations against Marcy Patterson, who used to work for Milwaukee police. She's charged with election fraud for voting a dozen times at Milwaukee polling places while living in Brown Deer. Because she listed her mother's Milwaukee address as her own, Patterson also got extra pay based on a residency incentive. Prosecutors say she lived outside the city the whole time she worked there. The city may seek to recover more than $8,000 in overpayments. More time is being given to those cleaning up from the floods. The city of Milwaukee is extending free trash pickup and drop-off services for people dealing with flood damage. The offer runs now through August 31st. DPW says cleanup teams are not just picking up damaged items, but they're also working to repair streetlights and handle other problems. Some regular services, including recycling and brush collection, are on hold for now. Mayor Cavalier Johnson spoke out yesterday about President Trump's suggestion to send troops to Chicago. Johnson said having the military on city streets isn't the right approach. In Milwaukee, crime rates have dropped in many categories this year, but homicides have risen by 13%. The mayor urged solutions focused on community and law enforcement rather than federal military intervention. Racine leaders are moving closer to joining a regional push for a commuter rail service that would connect Kenosha, Racine, and Milwaukee. Racine's transit director Trevor Young told a city committee last night that the project would help offset Racine's limited access to the interstate. The Finance and Personnel Committee voted to recommend giving the mayor authority to negotiate an agreement with Kenosha and Milwaukee. If all 3 cities agree, a commission would be formed to seek federal funding. Most kids go back to school 1 week from today. While most shopping lists are likely complete, they may cost you less next time around. There's an effort in Madison at a school supply tax holiday. Savannah Tomei Olson has more.
Under the proposal, the tax holiday would last for 3 days, from the first Friday in August to the following Sunday. These days, the average family is expected to spend almost $150 per student on school supplies alone. If passed, sales tax would be eliminated that first weekend in August on school supplies that cost $100 per item and clothes under $150 per item. The bills will be introduced by State Representative Jenna Jacobson of Oregon and State Senator Brad Pfaff of Onalaska. The bill is circulating for co-sponsorship and is expected to be introduced just before Labor Day.
And that's news on 540 WAUK. I'm Stuart J. Waddles.
It's the Brewers and the D-backs. Hi, I'm Mike Clemens with sports. Baseball. Game 2 tonight of the Brewers and Arizona Diamondbacks in Milwaukee. Last night, the Crew with a 7-5 win over Arizona. It was a close call. The Diamondbacks with a 5-run rally in the 6th. Still, Brewers pitcher Brandon Woodruff got the win.
It was a good night. I think way too many positives outweigh the outcome of the outing. Look, the main thing is we won the game, which is huge for us. But yeah, the 6th inning, that's just one of those innings you kind of chalk up to kind of being a baseball inning, and I haven't had one of those up until this point.
Woodruff now 5-1 for the season. NFL, the Packers reducing their roster from 90 to 53 players today. Yesterday, the team confirmed that they traded for Eagles offensive lineman Darian Kennard. The Badgers getting ready for their season opener in Madison. Center Jake Renfro expected to play after suffering a leg injury during training camp. Wisconsin hosts the Miami of Ohio Redhawks 8 o'clock Thursday night at Camp Randall Stadium. With sports, I'm Mike Clemens.
On your entertainment beat, I'm Conrad Krieger. True Detective fans, are you ready for Nick Cage? According to Deadline, Season 5 is in development, and Nick Cage is in talks to headline the HBO's Emmy-winning crime series. Isa Lopez, writer of Season 4, is returning as a showrunner. True Detective Season 4 received high critic ratings, achieving a 92% certified fresh score on Rotten Tomatoes and 81 out of 100 on Metacritic. The show is expected to return sometime in 2027. Kieran Shipka is the latest to join the cast of the upcoming comedy Heads. Yes, that's the name. Dave Franco, O'Shea Jackson Jr., and Peter Dinklage are the first to join the cast. The script is a hilarious comedy about a road trip that develops into chaos and insanity. Macon Blair has joined to write and direct. Blair has worked on projects such as Logan Lucky, Rebel Ridge, and The Toxic Avenger. There is no official release date just yet. After 1 month of the Coldplay concert Kiss Cam scandal, Chris Martin helps fan propose. The fan was seen on the Jumbotron holding a sign that read, "I want to propose," with an arrow pointing to his presumed girlfriend.
My brother, I need you to nod as I do some very basic security checks, okay? Is this person your partner? Yes, no one else's partner, okay? Okay. Are you cousins or siblings or anything weird like that? No. Okay. Are you AI or made from, are you real people? Okay. Then I think we can continue. All right.
Martin then breaking into song that ended with the man dropping on one knee and proposing. The woman said yes, and the couple sealed the moment with the kiss. A new box office champ has been crowned. Netflix Sony Pictures K-pop Demon Hunter has surpassed last week's winner, Weapons, with an estimated 18 million two-day opening. Weapons stays in second with 15.6 million. Third goes to Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis's Freakier Friday with 9.2 million, and the fourth is Marvel Films' Fantastic Four First Steps with 5.9 million. So grab some popcorn and get to the theaters. If you're looking for a new movie to watch at home, here's a couple new films. Eenie Meenie follows Edie, a teenage getaway driver who is dragged back into her unsavory past when a former employee offers her an opportunity to save the life of her chronically unreliable ex-boyfriend. Another movie is The Map That Leads to You, which follows Heather, Madeline Klein, a young woman setting off on an adventure across Europe with her best friend before setting into her perfectly planned life, when she crosses paths with Jack, KJ Apa, a magnetic and mysterious stranger. For more showbiz fun, tune into Nightlight with Pete Schwaba, weeknights from 6 to 8 p.m. on the Civic Media Radio Network.
It is going to be another really nice day today. Partly cloudy. We'll get to 71 for a high this afternoon with just a light breeze. Tonight, clear 54. Tomorrow, partly cloudy 76 with a few scattered thunderstorms late tomorrow night into Thursday. I'm meteorologist Sean Cable. Outside now, it's 55.
That's your WAUK Daily News Roundup from Civic Media. Subscribe to this podcast on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you find your podcasts. Find more news at WAUKradio.com. The national news cycle never stops, but it can be hard to find news about your local community. Civic Media is dedicated to providing quality local and state news coverage across Wisconsin. With the Civic Media app, you can get notifications about local stories that matter to you and your community. Find the free Civic Media app in your phone's app store and choose notifications from the menu to tell us what kind of news you want to hear about.